The first time Kevin told me he loved me was directly preceded by the first time he hit me. I met Kevin in my sociology class this past summer, and for a couple of weeks it was pleasant. It started at first with him telling me that I wasn't smart enough because I wasn't reading the books that he did, and I wasn't churning out the type of papers he was doing. And I kind of ignored it for a while, but it became a refrain. I guess where I'd had enough, he told me that he wanted to take one of my best friends home with us, hoping for a threesome. I'd told him repeatedly that she had no interest in him or us or anything like that, and I really got scared when he said, well, she's drunk anyways. She's probably not going to remember what happened in the morning. Before I knew it, he'd reached out and he'd grabbed me by my hair and ripped me from the couch, dragged me across his living room and kitchen, and thrown me out onto his porch. I guess it was the shock of it all. I just felt sort of numb. But he still had my purse and my keys and my phone and everything I needed to leave. So I went back in and I went to his couch. I don't remember talking to him. I don't remember, I didn't provoke him any further. I just sat down and tried to put my stuff together, and again, he grabbed me and dragged me by my hair again across the floor, and finally let me go, and he was pacing and yelling and calling me names, and again I ran to the bathroom and I locked myself in until I heard him quiet down, just trying to calm myself down and get out of there. And so for the third time I ran to my purse and I grabbed my things, and he grabbed me again, knocked me down, and dragged me to the door again. And at this point he grabbed a knife from the cutting block or the knife block in his kitchen, and he had me up against the door. He was screaming at me to move, but he had me trapped there with his one hand wrapped in my hair and the other hand held the knife to my temple. I don't know if I'd have made it out of there alive if his roommate's girlfriend hadn't been home. She apparently heard me say to him, if you're gonna kill me, do it, but people know where I am. And when she came out, he let me go. She asked what was going on, and he said nothing, because that's what it was to him, nothing. There was a 3-inch chunk of just bald, stinging flesh. The hardest part, of course, wasn't coming to that conclusion that I needed to do something. It was actually getting it started and sticking with it.
She didn't just say, okay, I'm just gonna, not see him anymore. She actually actively, went to court about it.
Her sharing her story there was really empowering, I think, to everybody.
I had the choice to remain that angry, terrified, paranoid victim, or I could become a survivor.
She's definitely a confident person. You could definitely tell she's very strong.
Don't be afraid to tell someone. If you have a friend that you suspect of being abused, talk to her about it. Would you rather risk losing her friendship or risk losing her life?